York, or all the way from New York. How bloody hell are you doing? Welcome back to Braw Cast. We are live from New York City here at the Grisly Pear Midtown Comedy Club. This is a little different this one. We're actually in the room. We're actually in the venue right now that we've been performing in the last couple of days. It's Billy Kirkwood here with ENTC. We're over here with Tartan week. You've never seen so many hairy or unhairy or guilty or a little bit of everything in the last couple of days. And it's been an absolute blast. So if you've never listened to Braw Cast before, this is just a short episode for many different reasons. If you have listened before, then you might be able to just detect the fact that I am losing my voice.
We all are. The air conditioning over here just gets you. Isn't it? We've been screaming our heads off doing gigs like 3 a night for the last couple of days as well. So, and we were in the Tartan Day Parade.
Yes.
Just shouting our heads off. So we are a little horse, a Shetland pony.
A Shetland pony of
tickles.
Of humans as we are now. So it's been a great couple of days, but if you've never listened to Braw Cast before, it's an alternative lifestyle podcast. We're wonderful individuals from all around the world, MMA fighters, comedians, tattooists, sometimes both, pro wrestlers, BDSM models, people who make drums and all that type of thing.
Sometimes both.
Sometimes both. Ninjas, foot fetishes, sometimes no, but we are literally, Times Square is literally 3 minutes that way, and it's been a hell of a couple of days. For me, it's a life highlight.
I mean, when you get to walk in the Tartan Day Parade, like literally hundreds of people go to pipe bands from all over the world, everyone's celebrating Scottishness, the streets were all lined, where everyone's screaming their heads off, waving saltires and everything like that. It was amazing.
And Gil Porter. Which is, we'll come, a couple of other people, we'll take you through the last couple of days in a minute, but the way this podcast normally works is just people talking shit and that type of thing. But if you followed the journey over the last couple of years, I mean, it's one of the cool things, all talking aside, is I'd always wanted to come to New York and do gigs. I've never been to New York. I've always been kind of on the list, but I've never been to New York, and I am that weird creature of I like to go places to do things. And then they go, I go back and just be a little bit. So thank you again for bringing me over, you and Gary. And we're already coming back in September, and next year where the Scottish Comedy Festival for Tartan is part of it. We've got big plans. Big plans. It's going to be really, really cool. But in terms of coming out, even being at a New York comedy club, like the picture, and maybe we'll even do a little tour before we're done. Right here, the Grisly Pear, which is only been open 4 months.
Yes, since November they opened a Midtown venue. The Grisly Pear's been in New York for years and years and years in the village.
Yeah.
And they opened up in Midtown this much bigger, fancier room. Because the village, well, all along the house, but a diaper, but they love it. But it works so well, and it's a great little. It's ideal for where it's situated in the village, and the diaper in Midtown is a much classier place. And the food is tremendous. We are staying in the Hilton Gardens next door, and all the staff in there, despite the fact this has only been open 4 months, every time we've talked to someone, they went, Grisly Pear, you've got to try this, you've got to try that. They get like guys from Comedy Central and Netflix and all that stuff, so it's already really establishing itself. Now, in your head, right, you picture New York Comedy Club. That's what we're looking at right now. Like, that's how this room takes about. I mean, so many comedy clubs all about it. Broadway was legendary. Carolyn just across sadly closed when they came through the pandemic. But it was a big New York comedy festival, the whole thing. And there is clubs all over the place. But everyone we spoke to said this is the one. And 4 months it's kind of established itself as one of the best rooms. And that's the cool thing. Like, I've got a gig in other states and other countries. But getting a chance to come and gig in New York would be special anyway. But getting to do it during Tartan Week, you need the fucking Tartan Day Parade. I mean, movies don't get to film on that fucking those streets, you know. Anytime you see footage of New York at a parade, that's us. That's us. With our friends from the University of Dundee,
behind his University of Glasgow. There was other people that were performing in the festival that were nowhere near us. But no, everyone's been super cool. I think everyone's been super cool.
Absolutely. I mean, the amount of times we have bought drinks just for having a good dress on.
Yeah.
People are just losing their shit. It's great though. It's amazing. It's like an instant conversation piece. You'd see another guy, because loads of people come for Tartan.
Yeah.
So you'd be walking down the street, you'd see another guy in kilt, you just instantly, yes!
Yeah.
Buddies like that, it was great fun.
And it's been quite cool because we're over here doing stand-up, we're over here with the legendary Greg McCauley.
Yes.
You might have seen him everything from fucking
QI.
Pop Idol, Fame Academy, QI, Won the One Show on the news, an incredible broadcaster, an incredible comedian.
Yeah.
Like I've always loved Fred's work, but when you see him live, doing his thing, so was the first night we got here. No, second night we got here. I beg your pardon. Yes, we went and did some gigs just as part of a regular lineup
In the village.
and then after that we got invited to Club Coming, which is a club owned or previously, I think he's still in the mix somewhere, by Alan Cumming, who people know from Cabaret and loads of things. The High Life, for anyone back in Scotland.
X-Men 2.
X-Men 2. I thought it was really good Nightcrawler. It was great Nightcrawler. I thought it was a good job. And we got to go there, and Fred, the funny thing was, because of all the different things that I've done, Piper Singers, a boy from Ayrshire that I knew, who's now living over here, Jamie, and Fred went on and did 20 minutes, smashed it, absolutely fucking smashed it. Although he was gracious enough, where do you think I should go in the lineup? Early. This is starting at 11:30 at night, early, because this is
On a Friday night.
on a Friday night.
Tartan week in New York.
People are already pretty fucking drunk, you know, and that was surreal to get to go there, because that's in Clinton, and it's tiny.
It's tiny, but it's doing events all week as well.
Yeah.
So there's Mama Ross is over, she's doing a thing today.
Yeah.
From Ross Bagels, they're on today doing a special kind of brunch thing, which is really cool. But they had singers and songwriters, trios and all that kind of stuff, all just loving Scotland and pouring out love, singing old-fashioned songs and stuff. It was kind of like the most high-class wedding you'll ever have been to. It was that kind of that nuts vibe, like an old Scottish traditional wedding with celebrities. It was kind of nuts. So.
It was very cool, and even John McMustard from Colonel Mustard and the John 5 was over doing so. No, it's been really cool. I know people going like, you're just humble bragging about it.
Oh no, I'm just excited to be there.
We're just excited. We had a great time, and it was nice to just be there and just be hanging about and just talking to people. So, but the experience has been. The cool thing is about New York is you hear about how New York is, and without being maybe a little longer than the truth, what have you, it was exactly what I expected in terms of like you dial in, like you kind of got to dial in straight away. Like it goes at a pace.
It's like Edinburgh Festival.
Yeah.
All the time.
All the time.
I think like start, everyone's packed in, everyone's in a rush. You know, they're all going in every direction, and there's tourists stopping like this everywhere. Yeah. So you need to be on your game when you're walking about New York.
And you will walk around the corner and then go, oh shit, that's, you know, you suddenly you get out of nowhere. The mad thing is, like in our hotel that we stayed in, literally across, here we go. It's like a roof of a building just across this, and the pyramids are like, how many fucking movies is that? Like, how many? And then we were walking back the other night, and we found that basketball court.
It's
in every fucking movie in New York.
Everything from Coach Carter to Daredevil. And every movie.
Could even be the one from or the one the Matrix fights were based on, if you remember that, was one with Agent Smith.
No, I don't know.
I meant based on, but it's the one. Everyone I think is, as opposed to the one.
And it's weird as well because New York's got this thing because there's so many celebrities live here. We just walk about and the way.
Oh yeah.
Just on the way back here, we saw this singer from
Talking
Heads,
David
just came around, just cycling about because he's a crazy cyclist. He loves cycling through New New York, and they're like, look, and he goes, you know, just that kind of stuff. You don't expect it. You just turn the corner and like, oh. I mean, so that's really cool.
Yeah. And in terms of the comedy experience, it's been cool. I mean, we're as well as us and Fred McCauley, we've got to meet John Doherty over here. Now, John started comedy here. He's from Glasgow. We started comedy here, which is cool. My old mate Ronnie McInnes from back in Glasgow is an established actor on the New York scene, involved with Scott Fest as well in Oklahoma.
It's a movement thing.
It's a movement
thing. It goes to different stages.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a festival of Scottishness, and they go around about like bands and touring comedians and things like that, all over Scotland as well. So that's cool.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to be involved with that, which is exciting. And it was cool to hang out with Roddy after all this time. We're going to see a couple of other comedy clubs and a couple of people who are working at Broadway. And we were going to go to some other ones, but it's fucking so many.
And New York is exhausting. I mean, listen to this. This is like 4 days.
Literally, it was starting to sound like bagpipes if you jam them into the gear stick of it. And that's only happened yesterday. But because all we've done is talk since we got here. I think that the only time I went quiet was when my boss, like, I brought like the worst fucking shoes to this. Like, I had good shoes.
And I did drag them around about like half of New York,
Yeah.
places I used to go like, oh, that shot, we shot all over New York. And then I was walking through feeling really depressed with myself, like, oh man, everything I loved about it, it's all gone.
I started to think these places had never existed. There was a good few in a short space.
And so as I'm complaining about this, we just turned another block and I see a friend, another tattooist I've known for years, just sitting there having a cigarette outside the studio. I'm like, thank God, someone knows me.
And it was right, first thing we get here, right? It's a guy that's been in the audience of a good idea of cloning like 3 days ago. And it's like, what? What are you doing here? But we've been impressed with some of the comedians we've seen here, the setup, and you know, I think actually, I mean, I'm not sounding like I'm a fucking spokesman for New York. Coming to this is a very cool thing. I hopefully we're going to see. I mean, I'm fucking Ayrshire, probably kind of went like me. I actually noticed we're not represented here at all. I am it. So that's a bit weird.
It's because you don't want your passport.
Oh no, passport
Moving on.
But
Remember, if you want to raise your complaints,
you want to really please invest in it. Don't fuck yourself. Yeah, it's been a great experience. And again, Gary and his family and the whole team here, Pete, have been so nice and get it. Like, that's like, no one's ever went like, oh, it's meant to be this, and it's going to be this. It's kind of like, no, we're starting here, and we'll see we're going to see where it goes. And that really relaxes you. And seeing that our stuff travels is nice. Because New York is very, it's funny, like, as many Scottish people were in, there was also people in from just New York, and Macedonia, and all these different places. Yes, Uruguay, a melting pot of cultures here. But people are chilled out. I kind of compared it to it's a kind of Glasgow mentality.
Yeah, it's like a big Glasgow.
And it has, by the admission people lived here, softened a little bit over the last couple of years. So it's probably a little more kindly. Don't get me wrong, every now and then you will go around the corner and go, oh, there's a woman taking a piss in the middle of the street, and you go, oh, Scotland! What's been an addictive highlight? Because this is emotional for you, because you've known Gary since fucking single figures.
Yeah, definitely. I'm 15 years old, I think was the first time I met Gary. We kind of got to.
Yeah.
He's only like a couple of years younger than us, but when you're 17 and he's 15, that's quite a big difference. But we met and we've been in festivals together, like all in Europe, and then Gary moved to New York, and we kind of not lost touch, but we just didn't see one another enough.
You don't do it.
But we just fallen back in, and it was just like we never left one another. It was so cool.
And the fact that he's been you doing all that and being in his club in New York, I mean, that's just fucking cool.
I don't come on, like, we're sitting with two guys from Western.
Yeah.
And his club in Manhattan, you know, it's so cool.
And again, I only met Gary for the first time on like Thursday and like fucking getting on like a house on fire. It's such a lovely guy and just bringing a great energy, which you feel actually like without getting too geeky about it. But you feel when somebody that runs a place has an energy about them, it goes through their staff, it goes through the room. I mean, you take great care of the people that come in here, and no, it's been fucking amazing. And this almost sounds like what else can we tell you about New York? It constantly surprises you.
You can't really describe it.
Yeah, it constantly surprises. I mean, I was always like, oh, it'd be nice to go to New York, and it's like, I fucking love New York now. Like I love New York because of, and not for the reasons you think. Like I think. I hear about people coming, and I never got that.
Coming in shop.
Like, I never got that. Like, I was never interested in doing that, blah, blah, blah.
Which is great, by the way. Which is great. If you want to do that, it's got everything.
Absolutely nothing wrong with that at all. And that's, I think it was always kind of like, it sounds mad, maybe I was wired the wrong way, but I think that always kind of put me off. Like, you hear, like, people go to New York for Christmas shopping.
Why would you want to go to a holiday in a mall? Because that's what it kind of sounds like.
Yeah.
It's not that.
But I've always been more interested in the experience and the kind of setting, getting to come and do something. Having a reason to be here is an odd thing. Why do you always want to go somewhere to work? It's like, until you're kind of, I don't even know. Like,
because you're not a tourist then.
Yeah.
You're not a tourist, you're actually, and you see the place a little different if you've got a drive to be there or something to do, but also in connection with other people here.
Yeah.
You're not just walking about and don't know anyone.
Yeah, and you're kind of reading the place a different way, and you can talk about what you've seen, and it's been really cool. And then fucking just so the last couple of mornings, because we haven't got to catch up with Roddy because he has a life and a job and all that here. But we've been out for breakfast with Fred McCauley the last couple of mornings, which fucking to sit at a table with George Hackett, the master. Fred is such an amazing sense of humour. I mean, really, we're buckled, having a great laugh this morning.
Just cracking one another.
And they said just round from where we are. To put you in context of where we are as well, if you might not know, literally the Ed Sullivan Theatre that they record the late show on Steve Quebec is round the corner. I could take this and show you where it is.
And the Wi-Fi.
And the Wi-Fi would disconnect. We were marching, I should say, we passed the Jimmy Fallon. But we go in, we've been having breakfast in this little place around the corner the last couple of days. New York diner, having breakfast. Got it? That's where we were. And just as we sat down today, we realised that 3 Scottish comedians were sat at Jackie Mason's booth. And how fucking nice was that? So if you I know there's going to be people watching this going, who the fuck is Jackie Mason? A New York legend. And there you go. So what happened is me and Mr. TC here took pictures on the side. Did we take pictures on the side? No, we did not. My wife's already giving me a hard time going, I would have thought there would have been more photos in your stream, but you can't stop. You can't really stop and take pictures, even though you want to, but it's like seeing shit like seeing the Empire State Building and seeing Times Square. It's like, you can take a picture, but you kind of got to see it. And no, it's been awesome. And the first day where we got to go, like, we're walking around for like 5 hours, and we're going to see so much of the city, so much of
Chinatown.
all the way from Chinatown.
We walked from Midtown Manhattan all the way down to Chinatown.
You saw the bridge from Home Alone 2, where the pigeon lady rescues Kevin from the wet bandits. They go by there and get a picture a little left for you. I don't understand. Of all the tourist attractions there is, I don't understand there's not a statue of Nurse Duffy.
At least a plaque.
At least a plaque. Something. Covered in feathers. No, I think our plans is might catch up with some people this afternoon. We're going to go a little wander again, probably around the city, get a drink, get whatever. Probably get some ice cream or something for our throats. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a hard shift.
That's a weird one talking in the way home.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be done by mind or nodding. That's it.
And for what it's worth, right? Getting in via Dublin, which is where we flew from.
When we saw Gabriel Byrne.
When we saw Gabriel Byrne. If you don't know what Gabriel Byrne is, he's a close friend of Jackie Mason.
What a double act.
What a double act.
What a double act.
An Irish actor and and a Jew from New York. And Jackie Mason's daughter, who actually runs a club just across the road. Another club, like 3 monkeys. We're not joking. In this street.
Broadway is there about a block and a half down. In the same block, there were the 3 monkeys directly across the road, maybe 250 yards up the road. It's like insane.
Now, I can feel people back home going, you can't even come to one yet. One street, oh shit. All packed. Which you would only get here. Because I think Ronnie said something nice with a place like 43,000 people per square mile or something like that. Probably even more than that. So think of that. That's basically Hamden every quarter mile. So it's fucking crazy. Although we didn't see fucking
No, I'm not talking about.
No, we're not talking about. We saw somebody, to put it in context, we saw one of the most hated politicians in Scotland and the UK. Which I thought, he didn't want to make sure he didn't get a picture taken near him. I kind of wanted to, but make sure I had this expression on the whole time. But then I won't lie, there was a bit where we actually walked in the hotel behind him. And for a little second, I wanted to go, make a name for yourself, kid.
Just take him out.
Just take him out. Just put your foot in the back of his shoulder blades.
Whoop.
Bang!
And stay out.
Yes. Hi, Douglas. Scotland has sent me. You have to stay here. I was about to say, the good people of New York have done nothing to constitute that. But
you know what? Even all that kind of stuff aside, there's loads of people from loads of different things represent Scotland, and as much as a contentious figure and all that kind of stuff that we see here, that's something. But it's still great.
But so was Angus Robinson from that kind of made up. And the Heavy Baker, I should say, and Yokel.
But it was sort of people represent Scotland from all over. There's Hindis and Sikh people.
They were fucking amazing.
Awesome as well.
Amazing.
Canadians, full monkeys with kilts on, the full kind of, there was US Marines all kilted up, there was NYPD were represented, North Ireland. And it was just amazing. It was like, honestly, it was just this outpouring of just love for Scotland.
It was great to see a Scottish parade without anybody in a bowler hat for once. That was quite nice.
There was a couple of parades in Scotland I'm very happy about. There was a couple that I'm not.
A couple we could miss.
But this one was just unbelievable. It was great.
Right. But look, we're not just going to sit here and review New York again.
Which we could for hours. We could. Keep going. We're not told you half of what happened.
Half of what happened, but maybe that's a podcast for another time, or maybe I'll be on the run up to next year.
With Scottish Comedy Festival. That's part of
the podcast, and we'll just who knows? But we'll work it all out. Maybe we'll get even JJ can come over and be in the parade or something. All the bearded Scots. Imagine that fucking they'd have to extend it by a couple of miles.
Yes. That would be something to see.
Yeah. So it starts on 45th Street, but it ends in New Jersey. This is going to take us a while to get through this. Although I will say, we were waiting for about 2 hours. Everyone queued up, and everyone was very patient. Everyone was very, very cool. But and then we walk, okay. Someone went to me like, this must go on for quite a while. And I was like, no, it doesn't. No, it's like queuing for a ride at Disneyland. This won't not take long. No, we just want to say thanks to everyone at the Grisly Pear. We hope, Braw Cast, of course, he's been on plenty of times before, but we hope that you found this interesting. Sorry we can't talk much longer, but that we are trying to save our voices for Scotland, please. One for Scotland. Because the pair of us are
flying back tonight.
We're flying back tonight, so we'll fly back Dublin, and then Glasgow, and then get back on that wagon train. That is foreground. That was getting a dick slapped against your face by the cock of life. And that's it, really.
I'm very philosophical.
Apparently that's what a lot of comedians do to be funny.
Yeah. friend did point out that he'd seen someone actually draw blood from their head through that, and it's hard to go back.
Oh, fuck! That's fun. Not yet, anyway. Anyway, we're going to get the fuck out of here. Please excuse the lack of slickness because, like I say, this is done on an iPad. But should we do a wee quick tour and just sign off? Here, I'll let you at least see this before we finish. Hang on. Here you go. At least let you see this. So this is your view, if you like, from the stage. So there we go. And through there is Midtown. And here's the disabled arm.
We put in for me because I'm old.
Maybe someone's thing. Oh fuck! It moved. How dare you? Right, I'll see you fuckers at home. Have yourself an absolutely great time. I'll see if I can sign off. Yes, I can. Bye.